What's going on, Jerome's? So a damper was put on the season with Kirk Jerome, Ezekiel Cousins going down with that Achilles injury, and it sucks because Kirk, big reason why the Vikings had crawled out of their 0-3 hole as well as 1-4 hole, won 3 games in a row without Justin Jefferson, won 4 of the last 5, and Kirko playing at a high level. But the season does go on, and we're going to rally around Jaren Hall, and we're going to play good football. Damn straight, man. And with Justin Jefferson coming off injured reserve soon, hopefully, and Jordan Addison proving that should be the offensive rookie of the year. Love that he's getting in that kind of 7 touchdowns in 8 games, man. It's crazy. As well as Kevin O'Connell. I mean, this is going to be a big test of his leadership. He already passed a pretty major one. Pretty major one without Justin Jefferson. But now, without Kirk Cousins the rest of the way, we'll see. And then Brian Flores and that defense is getting stingy. 16 points per game allowed over the last 5 games. And everything is coming up Vikings other than everything else. But fortunately, the Raiders, stupid-ass Raiders, they couldn't beat the Lions on Monday Night Football. Jimmy G. So, first off, the Raiders should have beat the Lions' ass. First off, and Jimmy Garoppolo should have had a 98-yard touchdown to Davante Adams, should have had a 60-yard touchdown to Davante Adams, and not that I'm frustrated. Not that I'm frustrated at all, but it's okay. And it was so hilarious. On the national broadcast, Troy Aikman said, no one's talking about the Lions. Baloney. I mean, the Lions are America's sweetheart right now. They're all anyone wants to talk about in the NFC. Oh, the road's been restored. Please. I cannot wait. Bring it on. I don't care if I'm in at quarterback by week 16. Don't care. Vikings going to whoop somebody's ass, and it's going to be the Lions, man. And as of right, meow. This is what the NFC North division looks like. Vikings are a game and a half clear of the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers. Actually, yeah, whatever. But the Lions hold serve, and they're 6-2. Now the Vikings do control their own destiny, because if the Vikings win out, go 13-4, wanting some more. The Lions, even if they win out minus the 2 games against the Vikings, both teams will be 13-4, and the Vikings obviously would have the head-to-head tiebreaker and take the division. And as of right now, this is what the NFC playoff picture looks like. Vikings holding it down in the 4 seed, holding the conference record tiebreaker over the New Orleans Saints. Also, they play head-to-head in 2 weeks, so that will matter coming up. And the Buccaneers falling to 3-4. No big deal. The Rams, the Commies, and Green Bay in there. So there's not really anyone that you're scared of in the wild card race. And the Vikings, of course, are going to get back into the race in the NFC North against the Lions. And it sucks that the Vikings will have to do without Kirk Cousins. Sucks that the Vikings will be without JJ for at least one more game. But again, I mean, everyone talks about the Eagles. The Vikings should have beat them week 2. The Lions look extremely fallible at times, and the Niners. The Vikings already beat the Niners. Like who really scares you in the NFC? Again, why not us? That's the whole thing. And yes, it is going to be tough moving forward without Kirk. And Kirk was special to start this season. Major reason why the Vikings haven't won 4 of the last 5 games, but season doesn't stop. Next man up. And the Vikings shouldn't go 4-13 and lose out and all that stuff. But the Vikings will have a chance to see what Jaren Hall is indeed made out of. I actually like that Kevin O'Connell, like his explanation of why he was throwing with Jaren Hall, because he wants to see what the kid is made of. And I do think that with the Vikings defense, with the Vikings O-line coming into its own, and with all the weapons, I think the Vikings actually could be dangerous, even without Kirk Cousins going forward. I think Jaren Hall brings a little something with his mobility. He takes care of the football. He's not careless with it, and also he throws an accurate strike. And he plays within himself, and he knows what he doesn't know. And I think that he's going to play some smart football the rest of the way. And, the rest of the games at Falcons, winnable. Hosting the Saints, very winnable. At the Broncos, meh. Versus the Bears, definitely winnable. And then you're on the road against the Raiders, who look like ass, thank you. Bengals is going to be tough. 2 games against the Lions is going to be tough. You got the Packers at home on New Year's Eve. Bring that thing on. And the Vikings, I mean, there could be some bumps in the road here. There could be some growing pains with Jaren Hall. But this is a complete team. And they're starting to really get it done. And they're starting to really peak at the right level. And I still believe that the Vikings will make a run in these next couple of weeks. So, keep Skol alive. And The Vikings are going to keep growing and showing no matter who's under center. Like I said, I think the Vikings make the playoffs if I'm freaking at quarterback, man. I can run Wildcat, baby. Let's go. Let's go. But your thoughts are thoughts. Take a look at the NFC playoff picture. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.